Hello, lovelies. My name is Annie, and I've been a makeup artist for over 15 years because I love making people feel beautiful. I'm excited for you to watch this tutorial and have some fun and learn some tricks. Enjoy! Hello, lovelies. I am excited to show you today these amazing new brushes from Danielle tutorial line. They fit perfectly into your hands. I love the smooth black finish on them. And also the furl on the end allows you to pick up the products so much more easier without wastage. Major big plus. And as well, the brushes on these, they're synthetic, so they're antibacterial and they're hygienic. And I love the way it feels on your skin. It just blends in everything seamlessly. I cannot wait to show you how to use these today. Hello lovelies, we have the beautiful model Jenna here. She's gonna allow me to paint her face today to show her the new makeup tools that we have. And as well, as you all know, we have to have a clean surface before you start with all your foundation. So what we're gonna do is show you these new packages from Danielle. It's called Erase Your Face. They're a new makeup remover cloth. You can definitely feel them, Jenna, see how they're like.
It's so soft.
They're microfiber. So all you have to do is dip it into water, as we have here. So you don't have to use any cleansers, anything that has any harsh chemicals in it, especially if your skin is super sensitive. This will comfort your skin amazingly. With this, you can use on either sides. They're both super soft. So I'm gonna have you just dip into the water, Jenna.
Sure.
You can squeeze off any of the excess water if you want. It's amazing. So with the cloth, you can also use some waterproof makeup, waterproof foundation, and mascara. It removes everything in one sweep. Maybe a couple sweeps, depending on how much you're layering.
Wow, it's off.
Perfect. So now that we have a clean slate, we're gonna start with the other products. So now that Jenna's face is all clean, we're going to be using the Beauty Sponge. I love using this to apply the moisturizer and the primer because you can actually get into all the contours of the face. And when you're applying it with the Beauty Sponge, you use a smooth canvas for your foundation. So moisturizer first. So the next product we're going to be using is the primer. How does a sponge feel, Jenna?
It feels really nice and soft.
Okay, so the next brush we're going to use is a stipple brush. I love using a stipple brush because when you apply it for your foundation, it creates such a nice, dewy, natural look. So I'm just going to tap a little bit on, take up a little bit of the excess, and with the bristles, the white actually picks up the products a lot easier. And it just seamlessly goes onto the skin. And then get you just to look up. And also with the brush, you can get right into the lower corners. Do you see how it just easily moves across the skin? So beautiful, I love it. And that's a stipple brush. With the stipple brush, you can actually buy it on its own. Or if you like, you can get the stipple brush collection. And they'll come in 3 in a package. So with these ones, you can have the larger one for contouring the face. You can also have the smaller one for applying your blush or also highlighting as well. And there's also the tapered one, which is my favorite because with this one, it gets right into the underneath of the eyes. It's super soft. You can actually put it on with concealer, highlight the cupid's bow, just bring in a lot more attention to the areas that you like. So first we're going to start using the large stipple brush. We're going to contour Jenna's cheeks. So Jenna, do you mind just sucking your cheeks? Perfect. So what I'm going to do with the brush, I'm going to just pack it right underneath Jenna's cheek and lifting it up. It lifts your skin. So the next one we're going to use is we're going to use the small stipple brush. And we're going to use this for the blush and as well to highlight afterwards. And I'm going to use it for the apples of the cheeks. And that's going to be just right on top of the bones. So you can see me applying it along the hairline and then swooping it out on the apples of the cheeks. And now that Jen's all bronze and glowing, we're gonna highlight. So with the same small stipple brush, we're just gonna highlight the top of the cheeks. You can almost make like a C shape. So Jenna doesn't really have that much underneath the eyes, as in dark circles. I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer. So I'm gonna take my stipple brush, the tapered one, and just look up at the ceiling. Perfect. And as you can see, it just covering everything underneath the eyes. And I love how it gets right into the inner corners as well. And then with the same brush, I'm going to take my highlighter. So you can find these 3 amazing brushes in Danielle's stipple collection. One of my favorite brush sets is the Smoky Eye set from Danielle. The first one I'm going to use is a concealer brush. I'm going to use it to apply my primer. The next step, I'm going to just set the primer with the lightest eyeshadow color. It's usually like an ivory or like a porcelain, and I'm actually tapering it into the skin. And that creates a smooth canvas to start the smoky eyes. And I love using the angle liner and the smoky eye kit to smooth it out. For the smoky eyes, always start with a dark color because you can blend it out with your light colors afterwards. And it looks scary in the beginning. That's how smoky eyes looks like. But once you blend everything together, it comes out beautiful. The next brush I'm going to use is the eyeshadow blender. I'm going to use this right along the lash line towards the crease. I'm just blending out the dark color. If you find that you have any products or flaws on the cheeks, just take a tapered stipple brush and brush up the excess. You can also use a sponge to erase any of the products out as well. I'm going to use the concealer brush again to add the highlighting color. I'm going to take the angle brush. I'm going to use a gel eyeliner to give it a perfect point. I'm going to just line the eyes. I love starting in the middle. So much more easier, especially if you're new to applying eyeliner on. I'm using the lashes as my connect the dots. Next, we're going to use the eyelash curler by Danielle. And just look down. I love how this grips the lashes and lifts it sky high. Next, we're going to apply the mascara. With the remainder of my gel liner, I'm going to use the angle brush. And look up. I'm going to just line the bottom of the eyes. With the same angle brush, I'm going to take a little bit of a highlighting eyeshadow and just to place it on the inner corners of the eyes. So now you have your completed smoky eyes by using the Danielle Smoky Eye Kit. I love starting the eyebrows with Danielle's spoolie and sharpener. One trick with the eyebrows, you take the spoolie, you're going to brush the hair in the direction you want it to fall. To create the perfect eyebrow, I always pencil them in first, so I start on the lower line and a feather using small strokes. I'm going to use Danielle's eyebrow powder brush, and I'm going to take the powder and just color in between the lines. Next, I'm going to use a spoolie to just brush the hair and blend all the colors together. And that's how you create the perfect eyebrows by using Danielle's collection. The last finishing touch, we're going to use Danielle's Fusion Blender. You can use it with any creams or liquids. We're going to use a highlighting liquid to just show off any of the contours that we've accomplished. So I've just dampened my Fusion sponge, and I'm just going to tap on the liquid. Can you turn this way, Jenna? Thank you. I'm just going to blend it along the cheekbones. I love how this just fuses the liquids onto the skin. and it blends in seamlessly. The shape of the sponge of the Fusion blender, you can use it right along the bridge of your nose. You can use it along your Cupid's bow and underneath your lower lip. This contour look was achieved by Danielle's Fusion Beauty Sponge. Thank you for joining us in this tutorial. Remember, you can purchase the brushes separately and also in sets. I hope this is educational. Now you go have fun with your Danielle brushes.